I'm in the building. I'm doing good now.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Trying to move this to where we can see it. Did not do it. You knucklehead. So I got to put Big Mama's product
Yes.
in front. So there has to be. But I'm trying to, my distance is off.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure that out. So you can see, you can see the both of us at the same time.
Well, if I.
No, because you gotta have this mic. You gotta have this mic. You Nicole, I got that. I'm excited to have Nicole in the studio.
Well, Nicole is excited to be here. I mean, what if we angled the mic this like just straight?
You know this doesn't matter.
You know, if we. We did it. I highly doubt I know more than you, but.
I'm just a DJ.
Oh. I don't know about that. Okay, pretty good.
This connection is not the greatest.
I raised the chair a little bit. I should be fine. There we go.
Yeah, so I like to set it up to where I give the praise and worship and work. Probably not praise, the worship. I feel like you're waking up and it just needs.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, they don't need to see me anyway.
There we go.
And in that bag,
Yep.
so get a piece of paper. There on the top. Not that one. Right. No.
This one?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It should be a crumpled up piece of paper.
A crumple up piece of paper. Oh, let's see.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Yep.
it really is crumpled up. This is
What, in this purple piece of paper is your life?
These are my lives. This is what I gotta read. These are my eggs.
Gotcha. So do you run this whole thing on your own?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Go. Uh-huh. There you go. Yep.
This song is what I have going coming back into this year.
All right. Where do we turn into you? Where do we get to turn in, like, to net to you if I'm driving in the car?
Oh, 95.7.
Awesome.
Moved over to the airfield side.
Nice.
And basically, this is basically a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's just, you can see inside the studio, like the show is happening. You can hear the music, you can't hear us talking on
Yeah.
the YouTube side.
Yeah, you can't hear the music. You just hear the
No, you hear the
You
music.
can't hear the
You hear
music.
the music on this one.
Okay.
Here, you hear what we're talking about.
Okay. And you don't get hit with copyright when you're on YouTube. You must be flying under the radar.
I got to be. Morning, good morning, good morning. My wife right there.
Good morning.
My mother-in-law on top. She's in Kansas City. And then my wife there at the prep center.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I would have been on time, but I was doubting myself. Like, is this
Good.
going to be?
Good. He's more than able. Song from Jonathan McReynolds, right there. A song called Able. If you don't have that, you need to go ahead and grab that. Just go grab that one. The song is able, no matter what it is that you're dealing with, no matter what it is that you're going through. He's able. And he's more than able. And he's faithful to you. Just in case you forgot that you may need to hear that everything else that you thought was going to go your way. And trust me, I had some things I thought was going to go my way. They didn't. But you know who was there? He was still there. He was still there by my side. And I am so thankful that I gave my life over to the Lord. And I tell you, if you have not done that out there, once you do, you're going to see that he was there right by your side through all the things that you thought that wasn't on your side. He was still there. And actually paved the way so that thing didn't hurt you or harm you because you're still here. And he knew you was going to be his. My. But in the studio with me, I have Miss Nicole. Nicole,
Good morning.
former host of a local radio show on 100.7. As William Kings like to say, we don't discriminate. Everybody get love here. So you did afternoons on 100.7.
I
right?
did for a year. I was Bruce and Nicole. I'm the Nicole, obviously, of the duo. But yes.
of the deal. Right.
Yes.
And so now, if that voice sounds familiar, that's who it is. We brought her off the bench, snatched her up, and said, "Come on in here and hang out with me, Nicole." So I just let you know that we all do communicate. So if people out there thinking like, "Why do they all talk to each other?" Yes, we all do.
Riccardo more than most, though. He's a networker.
I am a networker. You know, it's a gift. It's a gift. So Nicole, thank you for coming in the Straight Talk and hanging out with me today.
What an honor. It's a joy to get to hang out with you this Sunday. This is the day the Lord has made. Amen.
So there's a lot of music. I know when we were working together, we were working side by side. When we over at KCR. Oh, Is KCR on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like neighbors.
I was in television for so long, so these K's started to blend in. Sometimes I started. And you was at 100.7. I was doing all talk.
Yes.
And so now we get music and talk.
It's the best. Personal. I like that. Personal.
Yeah,
Better than anything else.
This is going to be a fun time. We also have Chris Ann Moore coming into the studio. Coming on today. So be prepared for her. She has a new song out, independent artist, who is nationally known out of the Chicago area. So she'll be on. And don't forget our featured artist of the week, which is Will Thomas, right here out of Omaha. All that's happening in the National Hour on the iHeart app right here. Also on 95.7, so don't worry about it. We still got it in the Divine Truth Christian Store Studios. I got to get to some bills I got to pay real quick before me and Nicole bring y'all some more music. So, Ink Images has been your trusted source for custom apparel, screen print, and embroidery. Whether it's branding for your business, church, or school, they got you covered. With an experienced, talented in-house design team, they will bring your vision life. So give them a call at 402-572-9495 or visit the website at inkimages.net, and that's where you can get a free quote. Ink Images will make your business look good. And I know some of y'all are getting ready to go to church and you're thinking like, I sure don't feel like cooking. Well, you can swing by the Rib Shack Smokehouse, get those St. Louis style ribs with home style favorites. They got all kinds of stuff. And also got that dash of Southern hospitality. You can order online right after service at ribshacksmokehouse.com. And you can also leave them a Google review. That flavor explosion at the Rib Shack Smokehouse, wherever the light satisfies. My wife does that commercial, Nicole. So I try to figure that one out, but I always tell her, I said, the end of that, when you say every bite satisfied, that sounds so good.
Yeah, my mouth is watering.
Yeah, I know.
I need to get me some after this.
And don't forget the Divine Truth Christian Store Studios, but swing by Divine Truth Christian Store right there on 84th and Harrison. They have everything you need. Where if you need a book, books or CDs or a little movie, or if you need like a cloth new shirt, something, if you're a man of the cloth or a woman of the cloth, you need a new shirt, with the white tie in the middle.
Every time I go in there, I don't get things I need. I get things I want.
That is true.
It is just full.
Because you can get things. You can get things. What they call it, engraved.
Yes.
You can get all kinds of things.
I got these tote bags I go shopping with.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
All at Divine Truth Christian Store. Just swing by there and let them know you heard it right here on Straight Talk. Or just tell them, hey, I heard it on the radio. They know. And they will take good care of you. We have so many great things here in Omaha that it just don't seem like a lot of good Christian stuff that you can go do. Concerts and you got the Divine Truth. You have these businesses that are, Christian based, standing on faith and all these great things. So, but Nicole, we got to get to some music.
Yes.
We got to get to some music.
I can't wait.
And I just, this song means a lot to me. And I just think that we should just really kick off our time together with this song right here. And this is Fresh Start Worship song. Mention of his name. Every knee shall bow. Every tongue will confess. Right here in the Divine Truth Christian Store Studios, hanging out with us is Nicole. Nicole, what's your last name? Herringer.
I know, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, but it's all right. We'll get to it. Right here, we're going to take y'all to church, get y'all ready to go and worship with the Lord, but don't forget the parking lot praise coming up in a little bit. All right.
Hey.
Now that's how we get it done.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm frog in my throat since last Friday. I'm gonna leave.
What about me, Caroline? I'm gonna tell Erica you love her, but what
Good
about me?
morning.
Alright. So, we got Ben Fuller on deck.
Nice. His new one?
Yeah, well, if I got Jesus. That's
Yeah.
one that's
The
that's
single.
oh my
It's a good one. Yeah. I stay in my car a lot. Not as good as he does, but.
No, but you know what? That's the joy.
Yeah.
I took it. I went home to Mississippi for a couple of days, and I played Ben Fuller, and mom was like, I don't know if I'm gonna listen. I'm like, just listen to it.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I heard her bring out her Shazam and just let it play. And then she got it and she did click, and she put it in her play.
Nice.
Just within like a minute.
She was like, yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah.
If I've got Jesus, I've got it all. I mean, that's a message that we all need in our lives, right?
It's so simple. Lyrics is really, really good.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's the thing that makes the show stand out a little bit more. Is that we're bringing those two genres.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because well, whenever you listen to radio, especially the Christian side, you don't get a mix of.
No. Which is, I love that you do that because I grew up with a very diverse music upbringing,
Yeah.
and so I grew up singing these songs too. You know, just part of the Pentecostal congregation that sang a lot of gospel, and I miss it. And it's part of our Christian culture here in the States. You know?
That's why I was asking you, like,
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. You didn't hear me blowing my nose on morning. People are like, are you dying? I'm like, no.
Not yet.
I'm just alive in the Midwest in the fall where everything's dying.
It just changes. Things change here.
My nose is running.
It's not like there in the deep south where it's a week of spring, a week of fall, and it's summer again.
You know, when I lived in Texas, though, I lived there for 10 years. I had the worst allergies there for the first 2 years. It was the worst. Yes.
Oh, look at that. What's up, Cuzzo? So, my MacBook
Yes.
died.
Why you too this week? Why did you? Sorry.
No, you good. And so, I've been on this. It died the week I was going to Mississippi.
Right.
So obviously I couldn't do nothing because I was leaving, going down there. So I get back, and I'm doing this makeshift equipment.
Yeah. Yes, makes it better. Yeah.
How to do a show.
Yep.
And so I landed on this as I still try to figure out what to do with the computer.
Yeah.
And now I think this cable and this new technology is not working together.
Yeah.
It's the second time.
You're like trying to collude it together.
Yeah, the second time this morning that it just went out. And I'm like, don't touch it.
You're like, just don't do it.
Don't touch it.
Don't do it. Yeah, I was making dinner the other night, and I had closed my computer, and when I went to open it, the screen just, like, gone. Like, it wasn't black, it was, like, all, like, pixelated, and... Well, you get you a new computer.
No, really good.
I know, that's how I have to get a new one, too, but...
I need to do a big on this picture. These bad boys are talking down in mountains down south. Because everybody watching the show online
Yes.
wants to get to this season.
So is this your studio as well over here on this other side of the wall?
No, this is actually regular. This is my podcast.
Okay.
So that's his podcast studio here.
Yeah.
This is the Radio Haven.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So
Two studios and the rest of my podcast.
I love it. Is that for? Do you have a podcast yet?
He has a few people that does, but it's not like
Is it like for rent kind of thing, or on the show, or on station?
on the station.
Yeah.
But I think it's for rent too.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I pretty much have that already seen.
Yeah.
I don't do the video podcast, which probably need to get back into. Well, we're having the show iHeart Radio.
Yeah.
I don't have this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to work to get this corporate sponsor.
Yeah.
Like once I pull that out, then other doors open. I probably will just switch them. I'm not having the music.
Yeah.
It's just something about this music.
Yeah.
Just we're doing that 1 hour talking. It's cool. It's cool, but yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like sports. It's a bunch of hot takes. Just trying to find Christian hot takes so they can talk about it.
Christian hot takes.
Yeah. And it's always blaming the church. I can't stand that. I think people blame the church. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I have to remind people that the church is the most charitable organization on the planet. Despite all our feelings, for the ones that found hospitals and create adoption and foster care agencies that head up mission work overseas. You know. So we're imperfect, but we're also active. You know. Pretty tough for that.
I did this song.
Yeah. So you literally are the DJ. You touch, you press it. So nothing. There's no programming. Gotcha.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do want to program the songs and then say, okay, I can just hit this, just let
Right.
it ride,
Right.
and then I can just prepare for this. I need to talk about that.
Right. The DJ's the hardest part.
Yeah, but I sometimes I don't feel like I can feel this way by setting the program up to a Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
And then get it on Sunday, and it's like I can feel nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I know.
Yes.
So that's kind of my feeling. Because it goes off the feeling. Because sometimes I can think, oh, I want to play this song. I want to start show off with this song.
Right.
And then I get in here and God just kind of changed my whole entire mindset. It's like,
yeah.
That's the song.
Yeah.
It goes like that. So it's always, I guess it's fun for me because I'm literally like thinking, listening to the music,
right,
and thinking of all the different songs that can probably follow this.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that certain songs that, because I know the people that listen to this station don't really hear contemporary gospel.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do I mix the urban gospel, but they know contemporary when they come back?
Yeah.
And kind of
Yeah.
layer.
Yeah.
And so this song fits perfect.
Yeah.
After this song.
Yeah.
This song actually fits good.
Yeah.
This fits good after this song. Then I can come back and I can just go right back to it. But it doesn't throw the vibe off.
Right.
Everybody flows well. But it takes a lot of listening to music though.
Yeah.
A lot of listening to music.
Yes. Yeah. I imagine. I mean, but so my friends who are at 100.7, my best friend is a programming director there now. And I think it's so hard because that's, I think, sometimes in the industry, the biggest complaint is just not having time to listen to music. The ironic thing is that sometimes there's so much busyness on the back end that you end up leaning a lot into research, leaning into a lot of like, what are the stats for a song, and you pick it first on the research end versus like actually listening to it, because I mean, radio stations are so like operating at such a shoestring budget that we sometimes it's like everyone's doing a million jobs.
And that's live radio right there. That's live radio, Nicole. I was looking for another song and accidentally hit. And just stop the song right in the middle. And it's not the enemy out there. Don't say the enemy don't want to play.
Continued. Don't
say that. That was Terrain with Honestly I Can't Believe Jesus. I just think it's time for us to talk again. Because there's, if we were on Facebook Live, they could hear the conversation we were just having. But I really like that. What you were saying is that, kind of gives us this show gives us something unique to radio that's not been around for a while. And that's just live music, DJs, listening to the songs, and going with the what God is putting us in a room for during those times.
Well, what Riccardo is mentioning is that in conventional radio, which is my experiences in, the songs are programmed. So ahead of time, you will have all of the songs put into a playlist, kind of, and your breaks are kind of programmed into all of the music. But Riccardo is doing something very special that is kind of old school. We like to be old school here in 95.
Very old school.
And that is, by God's leading, he is choosing the music that you're hearing right now. And I think that's really special. That's how it used to be. You used to have your CDs and even before that, before CDs, cassettes, and before that, I know you could let us know what in the comments here on Facebook Live, what sorts of mediums you put on the air back then, what you listened to. But it's really special that it's flying on the seat of your pants here.
Yeah, it's really a feel.
Alive.
Yeah. As I say, listen to throughout the week. I listen to a lot of mix of gospel music, and I call it all gospel because it's all the good news.
Yeah.
And I listen to a whole bunch of different genres, and I think about the audience that I'm talking to and the people and the stories that I hear. The great thing about working at U-Haul is that I get to hear so many different stories and meet so many different people, and everybody's going through something in their lives. And this show is, I feel, Sunday morning is an uplifting for them. Because when I tell them I have it, they say, "Oh my God, I want to listen in."
Mm-hmm.
And if they are listening in, they get the same uplifting that they got just by having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And the music just helps lift that up. It really uplifts Christ more so than Riccardo or Straight Talk.
Mm-hmm.
It really uplifts Christ. And that's what we're doing. But let's talk about something. We're going to switch subjects here a little bit. Because I sent you a video. And it's amazing to me how in our world today that no matter where we go, we think ministry is basically only done in the church's walls. Like sometimes I think people think if I'm in church, I do it the way God said do it. Mm. But if, say, I'm at Baxter Arena at a concert, but that's different. I'm not at church, but it's still ministry. You're still doing something for ministry. Right. So let me get your opinion on that. What do you feel? And you've been a part of a lot of it. Do you feel as if there's, how do I want to say this? No matter what or where, what is ministry, it should be ministry. There should be no entertainment part in this, right?
Well, okay, so my opinion is that everything's ministry. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter whether you're in the walls of a church or you're in the walls of an arena, you are a minister of the gospel, right? So God says to the Roman, or not God, Paul. God says through Paul, to the Romans, I became a Roman, right? To the Jew, I became a Jew. It's the idea that as gospel bringers, the good news to those around us, we are lights. And I think the video you sent me was of a very popular influencer at was it Mary?
It was
a reunion. It was Kirk Franklin. That's right. So and Mary was singing a song, I think, on it. I don't know. But and he was drinking a little something special.
Yeah, he had an adult beverage.
He had an adult beverage. And he's like, I'm confused. I'm at a Kirk Franklin show and I'm drinking this. I don't know what to do. And I think it's like, hey, both are ministry, right? And Jesus sat down and had wine with his disciples. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Riccardo, what do you think about it?
See, I'm a little conflicted because I don't now privately do whatever you want to do. But I think as an influencer, I think in today's world, especially when it comes to ministry, we don't want to confuse people. Mm-hmm. And I think that will confuse people because some people, like you and your Paul, say like to you, it's not a big deal because you're Paul. But let's say someone who's coming off a journey, coming and they beginning to know God. Will they overindulge because so-and-so did it?
Oh, so you're talking more about like the fact that he was drinking adult beverage at the arena? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so
I'm thinking about the adult beverage.
So you're more focusing on that. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different conversation, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can go anywhere and do ministry and entertainment part, entertainment, but it's when you're adding extra things in, and especially, let's say, like, it'd be like me and someone see me doing something, they know I'm married, but I'm flirting. Well, why is he flirting?
Yeah.
Like,
you shouldn't be flirting.
He should be flirting. Yeah. He should be showing us that he is devoted to his lovely bride. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing, like, because even I can go back to that she's just a friend, we were just joking, big deal. My wife I have my wife, blah, blah. But it's that imagery that changes what people think. Yeah. And everything you do is ministry. That's the reason why I say that is because if I'm doing ministry, everything I need to be doing is ministry, publicly. Mm-hmm. Now, privately, whatever we do. But publicly, it's got to be ministry. Yeah. And you have to do it that way. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is because I think we're hurting by mixing, or some people like say watering down ministry to fit our own needs.
So this is such an interesting conversation because I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. So my question would then be, my follow-up question: do you think Kirk Franklin should not, do his shows in big arenas? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Or should it just be in the church?
Well, no, I think you can do your shows at big arenas. What I'm getting at is that if you see Casting Crowns, they can't do a church. It has to be a big arena.
Because of just how the big the crowds
just how popular they are.
Okay, yeah. Following.
But how often do you see things like that happening at a Casting Crowns concert or a Maverick City concert?
Okay, you mean like them offering.
Right. These things shouldn't even be allowed.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, if they are allowed, then they should, there should be some ministry saying, okay, you know what, we can't prevent this place from doing this. But at the same time, we can't speak against it.
So I see what you're saying. So you're talking about like holiness. You're saying like God says, be holy as I am holy.
I'm saying
that should make us set apart.
If you're going to go,
Amen.
If we're going forward and I am speaking on the goodness of God and what he's done and you can't play gospel music without eventually getting to the point. It's just impossible to talk about Jesus. It's kind of hard.
It's impossible.
Exactly. So if that's what's going to go forward, it's like you gotta speak against it. Like, look, we're going to speak against this, and everyone who comes to the door is going to know that you're going to speak against it. So it wouldn't even be an attempt.
Yeah.
To even indulge in anything else except for water or soda or whatever. It's just nothing.
Else. Yeah. I mean, personally, I agree. I think that's an interesting choice that Kirk and his team made, but.
Yeah, and I also see it like, okay, well, if it's if they know it to be a certain way at certain places, and you're going to speak against it, then I just feel like people automatically it'll just be a natural progression to not even do it.
Yeah.
But if we look at it as entertainment, then it's just like any other.
It's any other show.
It's any other show.
Right.
And it looks like
the sacred out of it.
Right. And it looks like in his case, he looked at it, it's just entertainment.
Right.
Which that's the part that really, I have to admit, really hurts because it's like,
yeah, I agree.
You're looking at the ministry as just entertainment.
Right.
And this is how you perceive this to the public. People can follow you and believe.
It's just a show. It's for you to come in and consume rather than to be blessed.
Exactly.
Right.
To release strongholds, all these things.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. I mean, and that's the power. I mean, Christ, the same power that raised Christ from the dead is alive in you and me.
Right.
And so if we live in that, we have a sacred worldview of our art, of our creativity, of our music. And it is kind of a bummer when that sacredness is kind of
it really,
for the sake of maybe money.
Yeah, and as we both know, he's going to move on our faith level.
Mm.
So whatever it is that we're asking for, it's all about your level of faith.
Mm.
And the Bible says, he says that, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, move mountains. And when you see that, like, how does that just take that faith level down? Like, your faith is at 100%.
Yeah.
When you see these things, you start following what the world does, you look at it as entertainment.
It gets worldly.
There's no faith in it.
Yeah.
You screaming and talking, but God knows your heart. Yeah. You can just look at your heart and say, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, you don't want the Lord to look at you and you need him. And he looks at you and says, you don't need him. Because everything else is really fun.
Oh, well, it's such a deep, that's so good.
I know, I get in there.
Conversation. We could talk about this for 5 years.
Yeah.
I agree with you, though.
I go deep in it because
when you have Jesus, I mean, God calls you to let go of the things of the world.
Doesn't it?
He says, like, it's time to let go of those things. You don't need them. You've got me.
You got me, and if you got me, you got it all.
Yeah. That's
what Ben Phillips said,
mm-hmm.
And I agree with Ben Phillips because I had $1 to my name, but I'm the richest man that I've ever been. But I tell you what, y'all, we got some more great gospel news. Thank you so much, Nicole, for that, because I think these are the things we have to be tasteful about and not be judgmental about. And I hope that this conversation didn't come over as being judgmental, but it's really something to help you look at your walk with Christ and what you may need to give up to follow him. Because we have to pick our cross up daily. And I think that's something that we don't hear a lot because we find the human side of how to do this thing, but it's really a spiritual lesson to be able to have. Is oh my goodness. Thank you, Nicole. Well, I tell you what though, no matter what it is going on, whether you look at if you still God's still working on you and you can't figure out if it's true ministry or if you just enjoying it being entertained, like on Straight Talk. Then I got a song right here from Isaiah Templeton. Everything's gonna be all right. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk as we get ready to go into the parking lot praise with Nicole right here on Straight Talk. We'll be right back right this.
17.
What? Mom takes me said, I'm in my praise, mom. Stop with the technical difficulties, child.
Like, I'm here singing and you're stopping my song.
Yeah, you know, when you're having a good time, and you're messing things up.
I'm like, Mama, I need a new computer.
Yeah. Don't you touch me.
That's not how I sound if I actually sing. I'm stuffy this morning. Is there a bathroom in here?
Yeah,
Right next
they're
to
on
the
the second door on the
right?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Got my toilet paper.
Isaiah Templeton right there closing us out in the worship hour here on Street Talk. But we're coming right back because it's time for the parking lot praise and Nicole. It is time for the parking lot praise. Nicole,
What is this?
you may not have heard of this parking lot praise, but the parking lot praise is what gets everybody up and going into their church house, whether you're sitting in your car, in your bed, wherever you are, you just gonna lift up Jesus and dance and shout and sing.
I like this.
This is where we're finna loosen some things
All
up.
right, all
This
right.
is where straight talk kind of just opens up. But real quick, we gotta let you know that Ink Images is a proud sponsor of Straight Talk right here in the Omaha area. So if you need custom screen print, embroidery, whether if it's branding for your business, church, or school, they got you covered. Give them a call at 402-572-9495 or check out the website at inkimages.net. Also, Straight Talk is brought to you by the Divine Truth Christian Store. I'm so used to saying studios because we're in the studios of Divine Truth. And whatever you need, books, Bibles, you need devotions. They even got Savannah Guthrie's from the Today Show.
Yeah.
They have her book in there.
Really?
So if you want to go get Savannah Guthrie's book and talk, and if you got any other person that you can think about books, they got them right there at Divine Truth Christian Store Studios. And we can't forget about what you see on the screen if you're looking at it online. The seasonings from Big Mama's Kitchen right here in Omaha. So you can go ahead and order that at bigmamaskitchen.com. Go to the general store and get yourself some seasoning. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I'm going to say it like my grandmama said down in Mississippi. It's right around the corner.
Yes.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And you can go and get yourself some of this good seasoning that is low in salt and is healthy for your body. So if you want to overindulge and smoke some turkey, fry some turkey, or even bake the turkey, they got it all right here with all the seasonings.
Or fry your turkey if you're crazy.
Do
you fry your turkey, Riccardo?
I've had fried turkey.
Oh.
I'm not a fan. I am a fan of smoked turkey.
Yes, when like it falls right off the bone.
Oh my goodness, smoked turkey.
We're gonna have to go get some.
I told my wife I want her to buy a turkey breast because it's just me, her, and I don't know if we're gonna have the whole family, but I think we're gonna get.
You can have those leftovers.
A couple of things of turkey. Get 2 turkey breasts, and I'm gonna put them on smoker.
Riccardo, you can get a whole turkey because then you can eat a whole turkey for like a month. You can have like.
Yeah, I know. You can have all kinds of things. But see, here's the thing. I grew up down south, and my mom, when she had that whole turkey, and we ate Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, she got this thing called turkey salad, and never heard of it. I heard chicken salad.
Wait, like chicken salad, but with turkey?
Yeah, with
that
turkey.
sounds fine to me.
Yeah, Mama said, no, we're gonna have turkey salad. What is turkey salad, Mom? And it's chicken without the chicken. It's chicken salad without the chicken.
The tuna of the turkey. Wait, hold on. No.
It's the chicken of the tuna.
The chicken of the tuna.
But we got the parking lot praise. Nicole, you got it. You figured it out. That's what it's all about. It's about the joy of the Lord. Which is our strength. And you know what? We can't think of enough. Got some West Morgan coming for you right here on the parking lot breaks. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk right after this.
So I got wise this past year, and we had Thanksgiving at my mom's, which is amazing. My family's from Puerto Rico, so we do this like Puerto Rican Thanksgiving celebration that's amazing. But I got wise, and me and my neighbor had a Friendsgiving. So she made all these sides, and then I made all these sides, and then we shared a turkey. So then we had leftovers. Because my brother still lives with my mom and my dad. Hi, if you guys are still, if you're listening.
They can hear you.
Okay, sounds good. They can hear the music. Okay. And so it was so funny because I was so excited because I got leftovers all like for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, it's still open. So I never closed it last night. Just keep rolling. I'll be in there as soon as I get done with the radio show. Just work as normal. Nope. Nope. It's already on. Yeah, I never closed it. As soon as I get done with the radio.
Oh, I being on the air. So fun.
Isn't it fun?
It is so fun. I love it. leave because I don't love it.
I know, because I caught you on the last day. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? You're like, it's got to be a mom. Sacrifices.
Yes, mamas can do everything, just not all of the seasons.
No.
You know, you just have to. It's all about seasons. Right now, I'm in the feeding and the nurturing and the loving. I'm like, no, my daughter's 10. I don't have 8 more years with her until she's out of the house.
You know what?
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, no!
I got a 20, just turned 25-year-old. He just left.
No! Did you throw a party?
I'm still at it.
Got your own parking lot praise? Honey, come on!
Yeah. No, she ain't partying. She said that's her baby boy.
Oh, no, honey. He's 25.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, ooh, it's past that.
It's different, though. The economy makes things really hard.
It is.
You know?
So
it's challenging. So I can understand maybe right now. I mean, I think, you know, I'm the only kid that owns a house, my husband and I. I'm the oldest. Because we got in right at literally the last minute, like 2019, we bought our first home. But I have 4 brothers, the oldest of 5. You have any siblings?
One brother.
Older, younger? Younger.
We're like 15 years.
Oh, wow, okay. So, like, you're like uncle.
I'm like
cool older brother?
No.
Or maybe not cool older brother?
I don't know because it's so mixed. My brother's so the opposite of me.
Really?
I mean, I say the opposite. I mean, he is the opposite. Everything I do, he does it completely.
Like any beliefs that you have, it's like it's the opposing belief.
Like if I'm a talker,
yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not a talker.
Yeah.
So I can go anywhere and bounce. My brother would not say a word. He does everything I say. He's just like, but if he says it must be right. And that's it.
That's so sweet.
I know. When I came home and he's like, he's moved out, he's doing his thing. And I come home like, hey man, let's go hang out. He's like, all right. It's like I'm dragging him to do something. All right. I'm like, dang, man, you just make me feel like I ain't even important no more. He's like, no, it's good, you know. But I see you, so I'm good.
I got my fill of Riccardo.
Yeah. So he's like, I shook your hand, I said hi.
You're like, okay.
I'm good. And the 5 days I was down there, I saw him 2 days.
Oh,
the first day and my last day.
He's like, that was good.
He's like, oh, you're good.
It's so funny. My parents moved up here. And my expectation was, I'm going to see you all the time. No, I mean, we see them probably once a month because everyone has birthdays and we have holidays. But I'm pretty sure my dad never wanted to move here from Florida. He kept thinking and screaming. All of us.
But he did, because it was great weather down there.
I mean, I don't know, though. You think they're going to fall in the ocean, all these hurricanes that are coming.
That's true.
So, but yes, other than that, it's good weather. But
see, I grew up down south, so always.
I know.
So I'm with Dad.
I know.
It's the greatest thing ever to be down there.
It's special. It's his own special thing.
Well, I mean, but I can also enjoy being other places because there's so much more to getting to know the different parts of the country.
Yeah.
And how they think and how they feel. And you can learn a lot. I go back home, I'm like, that's kind of a little slow down. Y'all just believe anything. Like, well, y'all thinking this way. What you mean?
Yeah, it's a different culture, and slow is a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
But there's a good thing.
There is good. They do take their time, and
yes,
people do like to speak, and it's not a bunch of. Like I said, I told my wife who's from the Midwest. So see, the great thing about being from down south is people, when they don't like you never know because they're still so nice.
It's so true. It's so true.
Child,
people up here, if they don't like you, you don't.
Yeah, you know, you're so hard.
And they think Nebraska's nice, and I'm like, I don't know, actually. But yeah, that's just cracked me up. I moved everywhere as military, so I do
You
think,
know, like,
I think you're agree. I agree with you.
you get a sample of everything.
Yes, it makes you really, I don't know. So like this whole political culture is really toxic, right? And one of the things that my friends of both on any side of the spectrum, because I typically have friends on both sides, always have because I moved around a lot.
Yeah,
Which is what you were saying.
You can just flow anywhere.
Yes.
I see your point.
Yes, exactly. And so because of that, it also makes me more able to engage with people. So if someone posts something online, I'm more apt to communicate, and I'll hear, "Hey, thanks so much for pushing back on this. You're the only friend that ever pushes back on anything." And I'm like, "Yeah, you can't call me a name and then me not expect to say, hey, you think that about me?
Right.
Do you really think that about me?
Right.
Because I know you're making an overarching statement to define a whole category of people, but when you think of Nicole, can you call me that name? No. Okay. Well, then you need to rethink what you're saying, right?
You can't just make blanket statements.
Yes.
You think you're not going to affect someone who.
Yes. No. And it's just a good reminder. But
I had a buddy of mine who asked me, like, I got a buddy who said this, and you think this is me? And I'm like, nah, he's probably just making a general statement, probably not thinking about you because he says this, but it is something that you have to address, because you can see. I told my mom once, I said, when I was down there, I said, I don't see how you can be so focused on one thing over here and not see the same thing that you're against over here.
Yeah.
And you're so focused here, but there's certain things over here that you're already. I know you're against because I heard you.
Yeah.
But you're so focused because it's the way it is played against. And it's like we all care about the same thing.
Yeah.
But we want to focus on this one and then focus on that one.
Right.
And never look at both as a
I know, it's the brokenness of the world. It's just, we don't know how to do multiple things. And I also think, so back in like when George Washington was elected, John Adams, Madison, they had this thing where whoever was voted won was the president. Whoever didn't win is the vice president.
I know.
Don't you think that's the smartest idea?
I was thinking the same
Why
thing.
did we just think of that?
I don't know.
That would have solved so many problems.
I was telling my wife just the other day, I'm like, these America was really, even though it was bad, but it was really good with folks in the 18th.
Yes. I mean, like, we had to think that made sense.
When the New Deal was happening, everything that this country should stand for, if we'd just left it alone,
I know,
and not make a deal with the devil, imagine what we could be now.
I know. It's
because you're right. Like, whoever lost was the vice president.
Like, you have to learn to work with your people.
Exactly.
You're not going to agree. Yeah. So, like, learn to work. If we at the executive level can't have tension and find a solution within the tension, how do you expect your people to be that way?
And especially when you get both sides to say, okay, you know what? This is a common ground.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. This is where we can make it better for our country and grow.
Amen.
But then they was trying to make money. Now we got too much
money. We have too much money in very few places. You know what I mean? It's all, we got a couple huge monopolies and then everyone else is out here.
Yeah.
But I agree. I'm for you. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I am, my story is wild. Our kids were vaccine injured when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me, because of that, I was a huge RFK supporter. Mm-hmm. And so I voted for Trump because he's my guy. And oh my gosh, the amount of times I got called Nazi this week.
I know.
And I was like, for people that I like would profess to know Jesus. And I did message people like, do you think this about me? Do you think I'm a Nazi? No, you're not. You love me. You're good. Okay, maybe think about what you're saying, bro. Like,
like I said, it's like you have issues on the Democratic side that you're like, I stand for.
yeah,
And you also have issues on the Republican side that you're like,
yeah,
I actually stand for these things too.
yeah. Why can't we find?
Like,
And
we
that's what I
can't
said
find-
when we work
Like, I'm like,
work together.
okay, my convictions, I don't want, and I have nothing against people, whatever they're going to do. I don't want a man dressed up as a woman
I know.
teaching my child nothing.
I know.
I don't think, I know that's not right. It's
Yeah.
not part of, and I disagree with the abortion.
Yeah.
Up to a certain point.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's like, we just need to give everybody rights and just throw stuff. No,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I know.
I don't
Temperance
think we
is
need to also,
dying skill.
try to extract revenge of everybody.
Right.
Or whatever. There's a balance to this. Like, we can figure this out. If
Yeah,
we
we're
take
smart.
the time. Yeah, we take the time to use.
Well, some people are smart. Some people don't. Well, here's the thing. So, do you follow Lecrae at all?
Who?
Lecrae.
Oh,
He has that podcast we just started called The Deep End.
mm-hmm.
And he had a Christian Democrat and a Christian Republican.
I think I seen it.
Yeah, and the Republican, one of the gentlemen was Republican. He says what I say all the time. He's like, for those of us who are like, I'm just too tired. It's too exhausting to go research. It's too much noise. He's like, God has called you to test and approve. If you know the truth, and you've researched and you've gone and read stuff, he's like, then that takes the emotion out of the argument.
Yep.
So when someone comes at you with something with a lot of, noise, you can say, all right, I hear you. Have you thought about this? Because you tested and approved. And I thought it was really, valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like,
Well,
you can't just talk about getting all that action.
Yeah, you have to take the it's like a debate. You have to take the emotions out. You have to stick to what you know. What is the facts? And how do you rebut something that you disagree? But you also have to stand on the ground and say, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, and you can do both.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Well, if you're married, you can.
No, that is not true. That's not true. That's my joke. That's my joke. It's all that timing when you're married.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta know when to fold.
You just.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that because if I say that, my house gonna be jacked up for 3 weeks.
Listen.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm gonna give all the women advice where if you're about to nag at your husband about something, and I'm saying this because literally I am the worst at this. Ask yourself, have I prayed the same amount about this as I'm going to spend talking about it? Have I sat and prayed and interceded with my Father and been on my knees for my husband with this issue as much as I'm complaining in my spirit about it? If the answer is no, then I don't get to say anything.
Leave it alone.
I leave it alone. You know what happens? The Spirit does the work for me.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
telling you, there's one thing I'll be praying for my husband for like 2 weeks. And he'll come to me and be like, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, well, there it is. And I didn't have to say anything. I don't have to be the meanie.
Yeah. You have to say, let God do it. Mm-hmm. Just do it in love. It'll take care of it.
We had a pastor once tell my husband that he wasn't hard enough on me. And my husband goes, I'm sorry, I have the Holy Spirit. If there's an issue, I go to the Lord. And she'll come to me usually about it. And she'll apologize.
That's control.
And I think that's good. You're right, it is.
Yeah, one like that. You need, because I think it was during COVID, you need to let your wife stay home. We had just had our daughter. My wife was like, just let her home.
Yeah.
I go to church and stay home.
Yeah.
And you should be able to stay home. I didn't even say it. I just looked at her. And I wasn't going to say something, but somebody overheard it when my friend told it. And she was like, did you? Why didn't you say this? What am I going to say? I'm running this house. It's me and God. And God didn't give me no condition. He told me to like,
yeah, you have to trust that.
You stay home.
Right. Do you want me to click out of that for you, or do you want that up there?
No,
okay.
I can't see nobody in there. Man. Open your mouth.
Is there Wi-Fi in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb and John.
I love that.
Let's see. All right. Back with my man Brent Jones. Open your mouth and say something here on the parking lot. Praise. We have got it going on. We got Nicole in the studio with me. And Nicole, I also threw in there some Caleb and John. People they didn't recognize they had that hallelujah feeling.
They had that hallelujah feeling.
Yeah. I've been born again. I like the part where they say I've been born again. Yes and amen. I feel like they answer their own question.
Yes.
I've been born again. Yes and amen. It's good stuff.
Well, God says that, to speak the power of the word over yourself, right?
You have to.
You got a yes and amen it.
You got the yes and amen. It might sound like a southern term, like somebody say something like, Lord, hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
And amen.
And amen. Yes and amen. Confirm that thing. We've got some quick bills to pay there, but we'll get right back to this parking lot praise because Nicole is having a blast up in there hanging out with us. She's like, man, this music is good.
It is. I'm dancing over here.
Yeah. But she's been born again.
Yes and amen. I'm a quick word. Let me tell you.
Well, we still got these seasonings here from Big Mama's Kitchen, so we're going out there. Go to bigmamaskitchen.com or you swing by the shop over there. I mean, not the shop, the store, the restaurant on North 30th, and you get yourself some good food. Baked winter season. So if you want to just try it out, just go on by there Monday through Saturday, and maybe I'm gonna double check those days. But Monday through Saturday, get yourself some lunch, and then have these seasons right there, just to taste for you. And if you need anything, custom apparel, screen print, embroidery for your church suit. Because some guys like to have their name embroidered on the sleeve.
Really?
Yeah.
That is sharp.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, you should get your husband one.
I need to just get him a suit, honestly.
Get him a suit and then
then take it over here.
Yeah, and take it over to Ink Image and say, hey, just put on that the best husband ever. He'll never take it off.
It's true though, I love it.
Pat, if you're listening,
I love that man.
I'm trying to help you out, brother. I'm trying to get you a suit with your name on it. Ink Images, just give them a call, 402-572-9495. They will bring your vision to life. Just go to inkimages.net. Check it out for yourself. Also, Divine Truth Christian Store is not open today because it's Sunday, but you go through the Monday through Saturday, find whatever you need. If you need a Christian coloring book for your kids, whatever it is you need, Christian toys, journals.
I always go in there and I always spend more than I need to spend. It is a magical place.
It is, and if you want to make your grandma happy, if it's around her birthday, and you know your grandma go to church,
it's true.
Go to Divine Truth and get her something because grandma would love it. She'll put that on her. Whenever I got my grandma something that she really liked, I got my grandma. I got a chance to interview Condoleezza Rice. And she was, big time.
Yes.
And I took a photo with her, and I showed my grandma. Said, "Hey, grandma, look! I took a picture with Condoleezza Rice." Now, this goes into what we just got through with on Tuesday. So my grandma was diehard Republican. I mean, Democrat. Sorry. Whole family gonna go off over there.
They're like, excuse me.
Diehard Democrat.
Yeah.
I mean, she tells you when I turn 18, you vote down the line Democrat. I don't know what they do. Don't matter. It don't matter. You vote down the line Democrat. And I took the photo of Condoleezza. I'm scared to tell her this because I'm like, Condoleezza is Republican. And if I tell my grandma I took the photo, she said, "Oh my God, you got a picture with Condoleezza Rice?" And she called it Condoleezza Rice.
Oh, I love it.
And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "I want a picture. I want that picture." And I didn't think she would, because she's old school. She the one that had Dr. King and JFK hanging on the wall. So
that was really special though, because she was able to see the value of that.
And she saw that.
Yeah.
And she wanted her picture with her grandson and Condoleezza Rice. And she didn't get mad. She was so proud. And I gave that to her for Christmas and hung on her wall till the day the Lord called her home. And I was so happy.
Like that's my grandma too.
because I gave her a picture with me and Condoleezza Rice.
So what he's saying is they also have really great frames. I've seen them. I've been there.
That's where I'm going.
Yes, you can get frames and put any picture of your family in there, and it has a verse on it. Like, this is the heritage of the Lord. It's just a really special place.
This is why I need co-hosts like this. Thank you so much, Nicole, because you take my long stories and you bring them right
I bring it back. Let me tell you.
Bring it back where we were going. He done went off the rails. He done lost his GPS. Let's get over.
I got you.
Turning left here. Back on track.
Divine truth for all your framing.
Oh man. But we got some great music for y'all right here coming up. Still don't forget the Rib Shack. If you don't want to cook today, go to Rib Shack Smokehouse and go and get yourself some of them good ribs.
Who wants to cook today?
Nobody. Unless you got a bunch of kids, you're not going to that place with the golden arches.
It's true. I don't take my kids anywhere but Costco.
Yeah, that's it. We cook at home, baby. It costs too much to go somewhere. But we got more of the Parking Lot Praise coming up for you right here on Straight Talk. I got this song right here from Hezekiah Walker. Let's just get into it. Let's just have a good day. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk right after this.
There's a light set from here, so I can go live. Oh, there it goes. I had to reload it. Oh, wait. Does it matter if it's internal or if it's...
No.
So is the owner of the station, is he the owner of Bayshore as well?
No.
He,
I think he knows them.
Okay.
So he just worked. He was looking for a new place.
Yeah.
To enjoy show. I mean, to put a station in.
Yep.
They said they'll take the upstairs and gave him the downstairs.
Oh. All right, I'm
gonna. What he told me. No, stop. Keep going to me. All right, more technical difficulties. So you gotta flow with the punches here. You gotta flow with the punches.
We're just trying to keep you on your toes.
I'm sitting there enjoying this Parking Lot Praise, and this thing is just giving me the hardest time. I can't believe what I am dealing with this morning, but God got a way. God's got a way.
He does.
Yes, he does. And so as I work on trying to get you guys another great gospel song to get you uplifted and in the mood and partying and all these great things. Don't worry, I got something for you right now. It's about to come in here. This here is as sure as I can, because right now I'm not expecting to be talking right now, because I'm expecting music to be playing as I prepare the next song. But that's how it works sometimes. And we get ready to go into the national hour. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going, and I got don't forget we have William Thomas the third. We're gonna showcase him as our featured artist of the month in the third hour. God is going to do some amazing, amazing things, and I tell you, no matter what it is, we're still going to keep praising Him. But I got Evan McKinley. You guys heard her a couple weeks ago. She was just here on the show talking about her new song, "Don't Walk Away." We're gonna kick it off with her. We can get right back into the parking lot of praise.
Let's do it.
Right here at 9:30 on this Sunday morning. She's ready to go into church in the Divine Truth Christian Store Studio. We'll be right back with more straight talk. Hopefully, no more technical difficulties right after this.
I'm going to do a live real quick on my end. Good morning, good morning. I'm here at 95.7 with Riccardo. Say hi, Riccardo.
Hello.
Riccardo used to be my next door neighbor when I worked at Life 100.7, and we would, there was no water cooler, right, Riccardo?
No.
But whenever we had to go use the facilities, this is when we saw each other, because that was the only space
That's the only place you can see each other.
we shared. And so when Riccardo reached out to me this morning, well, not this morning, it was like this week.
Yeah, you're busy. She's extremely busy, so I had to get on the schedule 2 months in advance.
Yeah, it's true. And he said, hey, love to have you on my show. And so I said, yes, let's do it, because any excuse to talk, I am so there. I think I'd win most talkative, like if that was a word. Anyway, that's why we're on radio, because we like to talk. Talk to anybody, anywhere. I said yes, and he asked. And so here I am, Sunday morning, jamming out to some praise. Talking about all sorts of stuff this morning, talking about faithfulness and holiness. Because God says to be holy as I am holy, and that means to be set apart, to be in the world and not of the world. We're hitting all that, right, Riccardo, today?
Yep.
And,
Just zoning out to some great gospel music.
Who's playing right now, Riccardo?
This is playing right now is Evan McKinley, independent artist.
Sounds great.
She is a very, very powerful young lady. She was on the show a few weeks back, promoting this song that's playing right now. And hopefully we can hear it on. So I'm working on that. We're going to do it. Tune in every Sunday, though, right here at Straight Talk. 8 to 11 a.m. and 10 to 11 is on the iHeart app. Big time national show right here from 10 to 11. We play independent artists. It's right here from Omaha. So if you listen in at 10 a.m., you'll hear Will Thomas, who's right here from Omaha.
That's amazing.
He is a great, great artist. And all we gotta do is throw a little spotlight on him and let people know that big people out here.
I love it. I don't think a lot of people realize that there's a lot of good local radio here in Omaha, and 95.7 is one of those places. So if you're like me and you like to support local artists and local music and local talent, like Riccardo here, tune in to 95.7 on your Sunday morning. Drive to church.
Drive to
church, sitting in your parking lot, getting ready to walk into church. Maybe put it on while you're getting all your kids ready for church.
Yeah.
Do you hear me saying church is important? So bring us along today as you get ready and get going and getting out of the house. So, all right, I'll be probably popping on here, as the day progresses. Bye, y'all.
Changing things. I'll be dancing feel right. Woo! I played this a few weeks back at Edward King and David Lucy. We were hanging out with.
Yes.
David and Ed was like, man, who was this? I said, this is Ian David. He's like, I never heard this song. I said, you like it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. He patted me. I said, I see all that patting you foot trying to figure it out what he's playing. And then I go into go back on and I said, I know some of y'all may not know the song, but you know the great thing about being in whatever denomination you're in,
Yes.
you can just take it to that denomination.
Yes.
I feel right.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, feel like pop. Shoot a shot.
My husband texted me. He's like, "You were never taking my phone on a Sunday morning again." I'm like, "Well, my new phone gets in on a." So I usually have to use this because I don't have a GPS on my not smartphone. So this is just something that it's like an iPad for me.
This is my daughter's favorite song.
Nice. Who is it?
This is Riccardo.
Oh, it's Lecrae. I was like, I feel like I recognize this song.
She always say, Dad, Dad. When you listen to music like, Dad, play my song.
Oh,
play my song.
yeah.
She don't know the word. That's all she knows. That. Thank God I ain't average. And the funny thing is, this song has been since 2019. I had her when I did the show in Missouri, and my wife and daughter came just sat in the studio with me.
Yeah.
So I played this song, and my baby, she's like, "Year and a half."
Yeah.
And she was like this.
Yeah.
So she's
like
been this
liked
song
it for a while. Yeah. And she's liked it for a while.
She's like it for every time it comes on, she just goes crazy. And we was looking like, this girl is really liking this song. Like, how does this 1-year-old baby even know music? And she's like, that's like that song. She knows it now.
I'm just telling you, God is bringing revival to this country. Colleges are letting loose. Students are, all these worship nights and things are happening. It's really amazing.
Yes, that's what the focus is.
Yep. Our youth.
Coming in hot. That is from Lecrae, one of my daughter's favorite songs called. She's been rocking that song. She loves to say, coming in hot, 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 hot. It's so funny. But she gets her, she dances and she dances and she dances to that song. But we also want to shout out to some people. I forget completely did not forget, but I need to mention
Huh.
that tomorrow is Veterans Day.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we need to shout out all the veterans out there. So
Yes.
go get your free meal all day long, wherever there's selling free meals. So if you are a vet, and you work in the military,
Yeah. My dad is an Air Force retiree. My brother served in the Air Force as well. My dad begged me to join the Air Force, but I said no. For all who went out there who has sacrificially served or has supported a family member who served, you are also seen as well.
That's right.
We love our veterans who have lived and died for.
And at the Veterans Day Parade is going on in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Is there one here in Omaha?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's a good question.
We should have a Veterans Day Parade. That should be. My mom is, she's always supported. She does things down in Mississippi. And this is her time of year. She loves to do this because they prepare all year for the Veterans Day program and the Veterans Day Parade down there. This is part of the time where she just really, and I see the joy come over her face. That she gets to know a lot of the veterans and work with them. And my uncle, I got uncles and cousins, so if I start naming names, and I'll be forever, we'll take a lot of the rest of showtime. Because the Montgomery family is very, very large. But shouts out to my sister-in-law. I can't shout her out. Who's down in the Kansas City area because it's my wife's sister, so I shout her out. Happy Veterans Day to you. We got some more great gospel music coming on for you. The Parking Lot Praise is not slowing down. So we got some for Sean Mitchell song right here. We just take it to the potter. No matter what it is, the potter wants to put you back together again. If you're broken,
let's do it.
You go see the potter. Yeah, I was like, oh, God, I almost forgot about that.
That is tomorrow. That's wild.
That's not a good
I need to get my American flag up. Hang it up. We had like a holder that broke off, so we have to get a new one. What do they call it? A flag mount, I guess.
Now I'm looking forward to have to go into work because I'm going sick again 2 days in a row. And this is my only off day.
I'm sorry, you said you work at U-Haul? Is that where you work?
No, that close for the big ones.
Awesome.
And I think that's going to open up some more doors.
Yeah.
Got some doors open with the iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
With the national side, that opened up some doors. I think people did well. They did also well, not yet, but we're close to finalize. I can talk about it publicly.
Yeah.
Deaf Child. So working on a partnership with Deaf Child with International.
Okay.
And then get youth all over the world. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
But I think U-Haul is going to get me to still work there.
Yeah. So what do you do at U-Haul?
General manager at the little store. It's a little small one.
Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah.
So I'm a general manager there. So my store, actually the CEO's daughter came to the store. And I wasn't going to say it because I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But one of my upper managers, regional VP, told her about the show. And she said, "Really, you know that show?" And then it was her and then the vice president of U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
Was with her. And so he was like, "You got a radio show?" Yeah. So, I was saying that. So I told her, and she sends me a photo. Like, because I didn't think, I'm like,
yeah.
It's shot. I was talking about that. She sends me a thing back and said, "Hey, I love your radio show."
Oh, awesome.
And so I was like, "Oh, Maybe this thing that could happen. You can't put nothing too far. Ain't nothing too hard for
No,
God.
no. You need to get a vision board and put your
Yeah.
sponsors on. So you can look at it and pray over it and bless it. That's what I do. I have Patrick met last week. I'm like, hey, if I don't bless this every day, like this is me stepping out in faith and saying, this is my, Patrick just launched his business. Yeah. So it's called the Production Doctor, and it's to equip and better the local church. So your people, your sound, like your people, your stuff, your space. So it's this idea that churches don't necessarily have the budget to hire a production director, but they also have this equipment they don't know how to use or to right, you would know, and or the training to train their volunteers. And so he goes in, he's a consultant and he works with churches and trains them, tries to like teach them how to use what they have. And if they want to buy something, like talk to them about what their budget is and like how to keep things affordable. He's so great at it. He's already.
Yeah, Patrick, you didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
That needs to be.
Yeah, he'd love to come on and talk about it. It is. He's already got finance, but he just started.
Yeah. That's something that a lot of different churches are trying to. Because I think I was telling the church this in Mississippi that wants to partner with, and they're like, "Oh, we're trying to reach the lost." I'm like, "Look, you got to realize like where society is outside of your walls.
Yeah.
Because what you think they want to hear is probably not what they want to hear. But if you work on this inside, when you do come in, you're not so focused on right. You're not so focused on trying to get them in there.
Yeah.
But you need to get them in there so they can want to stay.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what Patrick says. He says the number one reason people leave churches is because of the sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. They can't hear the preacher.
Can't hear.
Why are you
it's always something.
Yes.
And so, but you're so focused, you put all your focus on getting them in,
right?
And you can't keep them. Yeah. Because that's what I was telling you, like my job is to use the music. What I would do is I would use the music. After we work it, I'll use the music. Yeah. Because when you go into any neighborhood, especially rough neighborhood, their mind is already set. So when you pull up with your church bus or top of the church, their ears are going to be up.
Yeah.
But whenever they're going through something, they turn their radio on, they turn whatever on. Their ears are going to do this, because they say, I need to find it.
Yeah.
And then they're hearing somebody say, you can go to this church. Right. And they're willing to go there because it's not what grandmama said. Perfect.
Yeah.
But you have to be prepared when they do come in to keep it.
Good.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to talk. We need me and Patrick to talk to this. Exactly what I was just telling two churches in Mississippi.
Yeah.
They want a partner. They want to really say you're not going to be. I don't mean to be offensive.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be as effective as you want to be because you're so focused on getting them in.
Yeah.
That you can't keep them.
Yeah.
Some people don't want you to overdo it and over. Oh my God, we love you. We thank you so much for coming here. Yeah. Some people want to hear that.
Yeah.
And they just want to I just want to come to church and leave.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back. And then they'll come back. And they'll come back.
Well, that's the power of the gospel. It's attractive.
You have to let God do
that. You do.
You can't.
And so Patrick's, he's been doing this for 10 years, and he finally branched out and did his own thing, but he's just got a heart for the local church. He's like, listen, it's like, you might not have a budget for a full-time guy, but you have a budget for me coming in on a weekend and training your people and setting your levels and teaching you how to use your board. Yeah, and it's like you practice all week. Like your band practices to be good, but then no one gets to experience it. You're only as good as the equipment that you have and the people you have working in it. So you pay a full-time worship pastor, but if no one can hear him, what's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Because you're offering and everything's going to go down.
Yep. Yeah, it's so cool. It's fun to see people get really excited about it because it's a big need. It's a big hole.
Well, it's the small things. We focus so much on the big stuff, the little things.
Yes.
You learn to deal with oh, it's not that bad, but we did this, and this. No.
Mhm. Oh, and something that's really cool is because our king of, so he's we're King of Kings,
Mm.
and we have a very large elderly population because of the nature of the church is aging.
Just like that.
Yeah, and he said one of the things that Patrick has to learn is how to get a really dynamic sound out of your soundboard without being too loud,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really people don't know how to do that. Like, but they're aching for it. Like, we need really good sound, but we also need it to not be so loud. We want our DBs to be within a certain range. And King of Kings has got the best mix in the Omaha Metro, and the elderly don't complain. Although we still give them earplugs if they want them.
Yeah. They're gonna have something to say.
But it's been great. Greg's like, no one's complaining anymore. Yay! I mean, not no one. There's the occasional person.
I mean, you're not gonna be 100%, but 90 is good.
90's good. 90's really good. Where do you guys go?
Southwest Church of the Nazarene.
Yeah, okay.
Across from they having the I feel bad because we're having our church Thanksgiving today. Even if my person didn't call and say, I'm so tired, I'm like, okay, we're gonna make it to church this Sunday.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she said, I don't think we're gonna make it either. I'm like,
Yeah.
What you doing? You resting, I'm resting. I know you're tired.
I'm gonna look it up. Southwest Church of the Nazarene. The stream starts in 37 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a live stream.
Yeah, this one's start early in okay. It's going church at 10. No, it's going 10:30.
Okay, so they just kind of started the broadcast earlier. So what caused you to choose Southwest? What do you like about it?
Actually, it's the they did something that we were just talking about.
Yeah, tell me.
The people, it wasn't like overlanding.
Yeah.
I got to know him from U-Haul. Actually, he came in to get some trailers, so we started talking. And, through I come visit, and we came to visit for the trunk or treat.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day, we were looking for a church that didn't go too far from the house.
Yeah.
So we came there, my wife loved it, kids loved it, my 22-year-old at the time, no, 23-year-old at the time, he loved it, and then my daughter loved it. And we was going to India, on the north side, and they really wasn't, it was the difference in between they wanted to visit here one time and then where we've been going. It's like we're just there. And so let's go back. And we went back and it just, family just adapted to it. And people so nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Accommodating, wasn't overbearing.
Yeah.
And so we just started with it. We just came in and that's it. It was great. It was really good.
That's awesome.
Fit us perfect.
I love that. I love to hear it.
Yeah, I know, but it's so funny because being black, people think that you have to go to a black church. And I was talking to a gal one day when I was with KCRO. And he was like, what church I went to? I said, Southwest Church Nazarene. So he's waiting to say certain Baptists and certain Church of God in Christ Church.
Yeah. Kojic.
Because he's Kojic. And I said, they was like, oh, that church. I said, could they speak in Jesus? He looked at me and was like, all right, then that is not going to
Why do you think they're going to the church? Like, the gospel is being preached and people are being changed.
You think that Jesus is only for Kojics and Baptists? There's plenty of other things Jesus can do.
Oh my Lord. Well, it's funny because King of Kings is Lutheran and we're not Lutheran, my husband and I.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always the question, like, are you going to baptize the kids in Lutheran? I'm like, no, but the pastor's fine with that. Like,
yeah, I know it's funny because when we live in Missouri, my wife's grandmother is Southern Baptist. Mm-hmm. So we told her we was going to a Pentecostal church. She was like,
she had some ideas about it. Yeah.
Well, when you gonna go to a Baptist church? And she worked on it, and then she.
Oh, sweet.
And now we go to this church, and I think she was like, you know what?
I give up.
You guys are doing great. So obviously, the Lord is blessing you.
Yes. I mean, I feel like it's funny with the Lord Jesus for you. You know, like you're like, I never would have chosen this for myself, but I'm thankful the Lord chose this for me. Right. You know, like it's really cool.
Yeah, and I've been all over the place, been in broadcast television, just finding churches, and I told my mom a long time ago, I was like, you know what the great thing is that you go explore and you find what's best for you and your walk with Christ.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter the denomination because you can trap yourself into just denomination and be you can take a lot of lessons away from yourself because that's not what God wants you in this season. Maybe He wants you over there. Maybe He wants you over there. Maybe there's certain things in certain places. Right. We're talking about like moving around.
Yeah.
Certain things, certain places that it's going to edify your life for a certain time that you don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
That was Bounce Back. As we get ready to wrap up the parking lot praise. Nicole, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh my goodness, it's been an honor.
We're moments away from jumping into the national show, but I just want to tell you, Nicole, I appreciate you hanging out with me.
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun.
Isn't it been a joy?
It's been easy. That's how you know it's a good friend when you can just sit and chat for a while.
I'm telling you, we talked about everything. Well, they can hear what we was talking about off the air.
Like, I know. It's like maybe we should have a show off the air so people can hear that.
Yeah. It's like, man, they had a good little conversation. They tell me how many little nuggets we can pull out of the conversation that we've been having. Yes. Well, we're going to get on out of here because I got one more song for y'all. Then we're going to join it. We're going to take it over to the national hour. Actually, I think it's time just going over to the national hour because, I mean, it's no need of playing one more song because it's going to put me, it's going to jack up my time, man. So I might as well just go ahead on and let's just move on to the next hour. So you all have a blessed day. Get to your church. Hope you have a great day in the church. And also, happy Veterans Day to everyone out there. Yes, we got Will Thomas coming up right here on the National Hour. So y'all get ready for him. And we're going to be back right now. Just going to take you on over. So Nicole, thank you so much again for hanging out with me. And I'm not going anywhere. Nicole is, but I'm not. So here we go. We're going to take it on over to the National Hour right here on that hard app and right here on 95.7 The Boss.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, let's get Patrick in on December. I'll reach out to you. See if he has some Sundays in December. Because I think that'd be a great way to talk about.
Get him some. Get you guys some.
Moving into what is it? What they call it? New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
So we say, if you're a church and you're looking for some resolutions, you're trying to do things for the New Year.
Yes.
Normally that's the people trying to do stuff.
Yes. Contact this guy. Help you elevate
They can help your sound system.
Elevate your space.
Help your church out. So much stuff.
All right, Riccardo, I'm going to need a favor from you real quick. I'm going to come in, and I just need you to wave. 'Cause I'm gonna